Over to you, Stu.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the press. And thank you to be with us throughout this journey to this point. Today, we have seen the inauguration of the National Council of Provinces with the election of the presiding officers. We felt that it is important to give you not really our final statement, but our statement in relation to the events that have unfolded in the past 2 days, whilst our work has been on and on since the time we received the election results. Over the last few days, following a significant election result, South Africa showed the resilience of our democracy. The legislatures of all 9 provinces are now established with members sworn in and speakers and deputy speakers elected. Most significantly, the 9 provincial legislatures elected premiers in a democratic process to lead government in their provinces in the 7th administration, with the ANC leading 7 out of 9 provinces. The ANC continues to lead the governments of Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Free State, Northwest, Eastern Cape, and Northern Cape. In 2 provinces, we have governments of provincial unity, in Gauteng led by the ANC, and in KwaZulu-Natal led by the Inkatha Freedom Party. The DA continues to lead the Western Cape. Having reached broad consensus on the government of national unity, the National Assembly and the National Council of Provinces elected the leadership of Parliament. The ANC congratulates Comrade Thokoti Diza on the election as the Speaker of the National Assembly, Comrade Refile Mtsweni Tsipane as Chairperson of the National Council of Provinces, and Dr. Annelie Lotriat as the Deputy Speaker. We are confident that they will perform their duties capably and diligently. We also congratulate our Chief Whip, Comrade Mtumiseni Ntuli. Comrade Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa has been re-elected the President of the Republic of South Africa with 83% support from members of the National Assembly. This overwhelming support for the President Ramaphosa represents a vote of confidence in the resilience and stability of our democracy. The ANC congratulates Comrade Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa on his election as President of the Republic. His election reflects the tremendous confidence of South Africans across society in his leadership and in his ability to lead the country into a new era. The result of yesterday's election of leadership for 2 critical arms of state, legislatures and executives, affirms the ANC's initiative to advocate for the coming together in government of national unity in the interests of all South Africans. The parties working together to take forward an inclusive government of national unity have embraced a statement, quote unquote, of intent of the 2024 Government of National Unity, which outlines foundational principles, a basic minimum program of priorities and modalities of the GNU. Parties continue to make inputs into the GNU statement of intent in order to reflect the broad consensus that should characterize its formation and modalities. The statement of intent categorically places the needs of South African people first, as expressed in the proposed minimum program for the 7th administration, including the focus on economic inclusion, industrialization, transformation and job creation, protection of workers and women's rights, improving and extending basic services, and tackling the high cost of living, investing in people through education, skills and health, the fight against corruption and crime, and progressive foreign policy that reflects our national values and interests. Above all, parties to the JNU agrees that as we enter the next decade of freedom, we must work together and move decisively to tackle the triple challenges of poverty, unemployment, and inequality. As a precondition for a non-racial, non-sexist, united, democratic, and prosperous South Africa, the parties have made a commitment to an all-inclusive national dialogue process with parties, civil society, labor, business, and other sectors to discuss critical challenges facing the nation. The national dialogue process will seek to develop a national social compact that enables the country to meet the overarching aspirations of the National Development Plan, to eliminate poverty and significantly reduce inequality towards 2030. The ANC in the coming days will continue engagement with all parties as we move towards the steps to form the government of national unity. As has already been announced, the president will be inaugurated on the 19th of August 2024, and thereafter will announce an inclusive GNU cabinet. All these positive developments of the past 2 days have brought huge relief and a renewed sense of hope across the length and breadth of our beloved country, South Africa. We have demonstrated that we are ready to set aside our political differences, find innovative ways to work together in the interest of the people of our nation and our people as a whole. We will do more together, working with all political parties and listening to the people of South Africa through their formations in civil society and broadly, even through the media, about their interest and their criticism and constructive criticism of government and the direction we are taking as political formations in the country. Yesterday, we have reached a major breakthrough by electing a parliament after the election. Despite our differences and despite the opposition even from within, we have shown maturity to the world that South Africa indeed is not a failed democracy. It is maturing, and it is at a level of the advanced democracies in the African continent and the world. And Nelson Mandela was smiling on us yesterday that the vision set from the inception of 1994 as a foundation of moving South Africa forward in the manner in which he has done at that particular moment is still alive even today. This country is full of possibilities, and this was a moment to be celebrated by everyone. And for that, we say, long live South Africa, long live. And thank you very much.